I am the president.
Oh my gosh, no way. I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. Look at the caterpillar. This room has swivel chairs. Hi, little guy. Go, become a butterfly. What do you think? You think I'll make the softball team?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, maybe let's try it for a different sport. Hey guys, it's Kayla from Schola, and right now I'm in California checking out Animo Compton Charter School. I'm really excited. I get to go meet some students today, check out their classrooms, get involved in some of their activities, but first stop is gonna be to go meet their principal, Miss Brewbreaker. So let's go meet her. So thanks for having us today. I'm loving the campus so far, but I really wanna know, what is this school all about?
Well, we are a leadership academy, so we are all about student empowerment and student leadership. And so what that means is we want students to be leaders over their own lives, but also in their community. So you will see a through line in all of our classes with a leadership focus from advisory and our leadership class, all the way to the 7 habits of leadership that we talk about in all of our classes.
I love that, that's incredible. So this is Rena, she's a 12th grader. So I want to hear, what have you really been loving about going to school here?
Well, one thing, because I went the whole way through, I spent my whole high school year here. One thing I really liked about the school was the teachers and the staff. They made us feel welcome. The environment, they make sure we are really on our work and our stuff. So yeah.
That's awesome, and I know you are a 12th grader, so that means headed to college next year. Where are you thinking about going, or what do you want to major in?
I don't know the particular college yet, but I have some options. But 2 things I'm majoring in is fashion designing and real estate. I've been having that on my mind since I was a kid, so.
That's awesome. You get to pursue your passions. That's super exciting. Yeah. And finally, I want to know, looks like you're in a volleyball uniform right now. So are you on the volleyball team? What's that been like?
I'm a volleyball team captain.
Oh my gosh, congrats.
I've been playing for 3 years now because, coronavirus is a lot. But I really love it. It's a really hard sport. People might think it's easy by just looking at it, but it's very physical. But I like it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it sounds like you are just on the path to success right now, so it's super awesome to meet you today.
Nice meeting you too.
So now we're actually in a classroom. Thanks for showing us around. But I want to know, once students are in here, what are they learning about? What does a typical day in the life look like for them?
One of our main focuses inside the classroom is voice and choice. And so what that looks like is that students actually have a voice in what they're learning, also have multiple opportunities to demonstrate mastery in different modalities. And what voice means is we want our students to talk and be active participants in their learning. So it's no longer the sit and get model that I grew up with. Now we actually want students to be active participants in their learning.
That's awesome. And you guys even have these swivel chairs in here. That's a really great way to, to engage students a little bit more, have a little bit more choice, in their seating arrangement even.
Yeah, they can turn and work with one another, right? They can move around to form different group structures. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, and I love how bright these classrooms are. That's got to be really just inspiring and stimulating for the kids when they're learning.
Yes, that's an expectation that we set for all of our staff, is we want our classrooms to be inviting spaces. So we encourage them and actually give time during the summer to come in and make sure that the classrooms feel warm and inviting, and where students are going to feel comfortable persevering through difficult tasks.
That's great. So next up, we're heading to an art classroom, and I hear these students are about to start a brand new project, so I'm really excited to see what they're going to be working on. I always loved art when I was in high school because it's just a really great opportunity to express yourself and just have an hour block of just decompressing and working on art. So let's go find out what their projects are going to be. So these students are actually working on projects that I never got to do in high school. They're using Procreate. So with that, they're going to work on their iPads to create images. And it's really cool because it's a really great tool to use if you're interested in graphic design. So based on these kids' artistic, drawings that they've done on Procreate, some of them might actually have careers in graphic design because these are incredible. And can you tell me a little bit more about this community? I know you mentioned that you guys are a family, so what does that look like?
So like I said, we've known a lot of our kids since they were young, and even beyond that, our feeder school is our school right next door, and so we have had close relationships with this community for a very long time. On top of that, we are a community school. What that means is that we were awarded a $1.1 million grant over 5 years to make this a hub within the community. And so we have an amazing community schools coordinator. His name is Julio Munguia, and he works to make sure that we just bring in a ton of resources, both to service our students and our parents and our families. And so we have a number of community events. We've had drug awareness, we have A through G, nights for our parents, and in the morning, we do coffee with the principal, both in the morning and in the evening. And so we just really make sure that we bring in our parent voice and then bring in community resources to serve our families in whatever respect they need.
I love that. I love when schools go beyond the academics and they really make it a place that the whole family can feel safe.
Absolutely.
So I've just met Anthony. He's an 11th grader. So I want to know, what's your favorite thing about going to school here?
My favorite thing is the bonds I create with not just students but also with teachers.
That's awesome. What are some of those clubs or classes that you really, really love where you've created some of those bonds?
With student government, I created a lot of bonds, and same thing with art class.
Awesome. So I know student government, that's kind of a lot of different things. What's your role in student government?
I am the president.
Oh my gosh, no way. I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. Well, that's really cool. So you kind of plan some of the events, or what do you do as president?
For me, I make sure that everyone's voices is heard, and I also help with planning most of the stuff too. So
yeah, that's really, really important role. Well, finally, I want to know, who's your favorite teacher? Who's made the biggest impact on you here?
I don't really choose favorite.
Oh my god, they're all too good.
Yeah, they're all too good, but it is my old geometry teacher, Mrs. Lauter. I don't have her no more, but I do stop by in her class.
Yeah.
And she was really supportive with me, so
Yeah.
she's helped me along the way.
That's really awesome. Well, it's so nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you too.
So I know there's a lot of middle schools to choose from. So why would a family choose here? What sets you guys apart?
So like I said before, we are 6 through 12, and I think that's really important because we see kids all the way through, right? So a lot of times there's a big gap between middle school and high school. They're not going to have that gap with us. On top of it, we have this leadership program, this leadership through line, where we focus on leadership habits, the 7 habits of highly effective leaders, all the way from 6 through 12. On top of that, we have a ton of programs that help our students, like Empower Her. Like I said, we're a community schools grant. We have our leadership program. And so we just really try to educate the whole child, and that's what makes us different.
I love that. It's really important, to have those opportunities for students to be a leader as a middle schooler and as a high schooler, because that's ultimately what you want to set them for when they're going off to college and after that as well. Quick fun fact, Animo Compton is actually a leadership academy school. So what that means is they have a partnership with an organization that really helps train these students to be future leaders of tomorrow, not just in the classroom, but in their community. So they have so many different opportunities for students to really reflect that in their day-to-day life here at school. Well, that's all for today here at Animo Compton. If you're interested in learning more, make sure to head to their website and, of course, Schola.com. We'll see you guys in the next video.